Well, hey now everybody, it's the Rob from Kiss 106 and 103GBFRocks.com here with my tag team partner in podcasting, King Kong Sam's himself, Travis Sams from WKDQ. Good morning, Travis.
Good morning, Rob. I believe that's the first time I've ever been referred to as King Kong Sams.
Well,
not bad.
I try to come up with a different one every day, and something about King Kong Bundy was sticking in my head today. So good morning, man. How you doing?
Good. I'm ready to talk about some SmackDown liveage.
SmackDown happened last night. I thought it was, I guess, just a so-so show. In my opinion,
it was.
I would say also that Raw won the week, if you want my honest opinion.
Oh, Raw definitely won the week. Yeah.
I didn't think it was a strong go-home show. I didn't feel more excited for Fastlane on Sunday than I did.
Well, here's the thing with Fastlane. It feels like it's just so quickly put together. I mean, how many matches do we have announced last night?
Okay, well, here's the ones I can name. We've got, okay, so without looking at anything, you've got Daniel Bryan and Kevin Owens.
Mm-hmm.
You've got, don't we have a 3-on-3 with the Shield versus those guys on Raw?
Yeah.
You've got Becky Lynch and Charlotte.
Yes.
You've got, what's Raw's title situation? Nothing, I guess.
Intercontinental. No, there is no Intercontinental.
Not that I know of. We've got Miz and we got Greatest Tag Team versus Usos again, right?
And then Sasha and Bailey versus Tamina and Nia.
I didn't even know that, but I'll take your word for it. That's 5. And then I know we've got it's the NXT call-ups, Ricochet and Aleister Black. They're taking on the Revival
and the Glorious Ones.
Oh, is it more than one team?
Yeah, it's three-way tag team.
Okay, we're actually doing pretty well here.
And then Asuka and Mandy Rose.
Okay, I think that's 7.
And then the pre-show they announced
Ray and Andrade.
Why
the pre-show? It's gonna be the best match of the night. All right, that's 8 though, at least.
I mean, they should have a stat card, but it just feels like it's just been thrown together last minute.
Well, here's one thing, and this was thrown together last minute. I don't know what the deal was with Kofi Kingston, like what the real story is. Hoping that they're maybe actually realizing his value and putting him off till WrestleMania.
I think that might be what it is.
But they had no angle for Bryan and Owens.
No.
And I'm real surprised. I really thought that Kevin was going to be doing a heel return.
I kind of figured he would with the way that he came out.
That's the thing. You have McMahon introduce him as the replacement for the crazy over Kofi Kingston. You've got to assume he's going to be positioned as a heel.
Hey, I'm happy with him either way. I think he cut a heck of a promo last night on Bryan. Will he probably be a better heel than face? Yeah,
I think so. I agree with that.
But we'll see how it plays out. I mean, because you never know. You could end up seeing Kevin Owens and Kofi Kingston at Mania.
At least there's something there now, though.
Yeah.
Because it was just like now he's the replacement for absolutely no reason. It was very sloppy. It was very haphazard.
Yeah.
And now it's like, oh, okay, now Daniel Bryan's making fat jokes. I kind of dig it. And now, Kevin Owens is making jokes about Daniel Bryan being a hippie and stuff like that. Like, that stuff works for me.
Yeah, they were pretty good with doing that. And Kevin's got a little different demeanor. And I guess, what now? His finisher is the stunner?
I didn't even pick up on that.
He tried to go for that stunner again at the end of the night. But
that's interesting. I didn't... Because what do we even, I guess, pop-up powerbomb?
Pop-up powerbomb.
And he also has been doing the frog splash.
Yep.
And he's used the stunner before.
Just not that well. Like, Austin called him out on it a couple times. And then when he did the stunner last week, he tweeted out to Austin, like, I finally did it. And Austin's like, good job, kid. It's about time.
I didn't even see that.
Yeah.
That's funny. Okay, so do you think that's a finisher moving forward for him?
I think it could be. Kind of like how Rollins had the pedigree for a little while. I think it's just another weapon in the arsenal for him.
I don't see that being his finish personally. It's just kind of like, it's Austin. You don't go there.
Yeah.
You don't go there. All right. So that was the opening segment. I'm glad that they gave us something for Bryan and Owens to be feuding over.
Oh, I agree completely.
And then after that, where did we go? What was the second segment? Was it Miz and Jey Uso?
Yeah, and I'll be honest with you, I kind of missed that part.
I mean, it is what it is.
I know Miz picked up the win.
Yeah. I saw that Miz won. I don't think that's the match that people are talking about, though. The next one is the one that people are talking about. The Fatal 4-Way for the United States Championship.
Man, damn you, John Cena.
That was an impressive match. That was fun.
It was good. I didn't know how it was going to play out. I really had no idea.
Didn't expect a title change last night.
Yeah.
It always kind of frustrates me. Like, so all those guys. Okay, so Ray and Andrade have a pre-show match.
Yes.
R-Truth and Joe. Does Joe have a match on Sunday?
No.
Why didn't you do this at the pay-per-view?
I wish I had an answer for you. I would have, but I mean, maybe they just thought, hey, we just don't have the time for it.
And I was actually kind of, because one thing that Jerry and I were talking about last week was we kind of thought he might get a little run, R-Truth, with the U.S. title. Jerry even had plans for him to defend. Jerry was fantasy booking, and he booked R-Truth versus Cena at WrestleMania.
So that'd be decent. But I think what they're going to end up doing with the United States title is probably one of those like 5-man or 6-man matches. Because I mean, you've got all of them in. Like you got Truth. I mean, it is, but I think that's what they're going to do to try to fit them all in.
Well, let me ask you, what do you have as Cena's plan for WrestleMania?
Drew McIntyre.
Really?
I think that might be a match that could work.
What's leading you there?
Just the angle Drew McIntyre's going, like, basically, I've done this, I've done that. I broke up the Shield. I retired Kurt Angle. Like, I'm the best thing here. No one can beat me. John Cena comes. Kind of maybe like a passing of the throne kind of deal. But, yeah, I think it's going to be Cena.
Okay. I guess I just feel like there's just no logical route right now. So let me ask you this. Will we see Undertaker at Mania? Well, okay, let me rephrase. Will Undertaker wrestle at Mania? Some people on our post show saying he will appear but not wrestle, so I'll leave that as a choice.
So here's the thing. On Instagram, I saw I was either Instagram or Twitter, which is still weird for me to say that Undertaker has either one of those.
Exactly.
But he posted an older picture of him holding the WWE Championship back in the day.
Like the Hulk Hogan day when he beat Hogan for it?
Yeah. So I'm just wondering.
Or Hogan beat him for it or whatever it was.
I'm wondering if it might be him versus Bryan.
Undertaker?
Uh-huh.
Versus Bryan.
Yeah. I don't know if maybe that was like a sign that he was, because he didn't say anything with it. He just posted the picture.
Interesting. This is a fresh take. Okay. So you think, I'm not saying you're crazy. I don't have either of those things happening.
I don't have that happening either, but I'm saying maybe.
Doesn't it feel like every year, though, around this time, we kind of know what Taker's plan is?
Yeah, we kind of have an idea. So that's why I'm thinking maybe he doesn't have a match this year.
Well, I mean, it covers two bases because the only other choice I have for Bryan, I think, is going to be Kingston.
Yeah.
But a lot of people are saying Kingston and Big E.
Really?
I've been hearing speculation. I don't know that it's true or a good move. It might just be pulling the trigger too early. Big E, well, I guess the title match changes that because now Kofi has no plan at Fastlane. But I was hearing a breakup of New Day at Fastlane.
Wow, I would be surprised.
I have my people too, just like you do out in Vegas.
Who's your people?
I got people.
You got a guy?
I got a guy named Dave and a guy named Vince.
Ah, which Vince?
The Vince that you don't have.
Oh, okay.
Is the Vince that I have.
Well, you might be right. You might be right. And Dave, he's been wrong a time or two, but
you better not be. I'm paying him good money.
Well, I mean, look, how long have they been doing the New Day thing?
No, I haven't heard
5 years?
I haven't heard Meltzer say anything about that. But let's see when they came to Evansville, New Day was about a year in, weren't they?
I'd say so, yeah.
It probably has been about 5 years. 4 maybe.
Surprised they last this long. I don't think DX even lasts this long. When they were on their hot run.
The 97 run?
Uh-huh.
I mean, there was some incarnation of DX around from 97 and then through kind of it was dissolved by 2000.
Yeah.
Yeah, New Day's been around for, and none of that has added no members, have lost no members.
Yep.
It's just stayed the same. Their entertainment value has gone up and down for me. There's sometimes where I think they're hysterical, and there's sometimes where I'm like, this is so annoying.
Well, so speaking of tag teams, I kind of want to back it up real quick because we mentioned the tag team match, or actually the singles match
Miz
with
versus Jay?
and then afterwards the Hardys kind of came out to help save the day. Matt's getting back to his old look. Did you notice him coming out with that old like 90s shirt?
You know, I don't remember what he was wearing last night, but I know that that's where they're going with him. And I don't know if you agree or not, or did you have a point to make with that?
I was going to say, I want to see them versus the Usos at Mania.
Oh, that would be great. Just to me, it is such good news that we're abandoning Woken.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Maybe it was an indie thing. Maybe it just didn't work on the big stage. I feel like WWE gave it their best effort.
It just didn't work.
And I'm sorry. It not only did it not work for me, I hated it.
Yeah.
I hated it. I love Matt Hardy. I would consider the Hardy Boys probably my favorite tag team ever. I am actually watching a DVD set of theirs at home right now. It's reminding me how good they are.
They're really good.
I just think that this broken thing is such a miss.
It is. And that's why I'm glad they're getting back to kind of like the old school Hardys. And I mean, who else are you going to have face the Usos at Mania? They brought the Hardy Boys back for a reason. Like, and not just like the Hardy Boys when they came back at Mania a couple years ago, like the Hardy Boys of old. They've got that look. They've got that vibe. This is
where they should be. They were a team where it's like, it was always weird for me to see them anywhere else.
Yeah.
This is like they've been wrestling there since before they were even able to.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I like them. I want to see them do well. I'd love to see them have just a one-on-one title match. Or like if you even want to get crazy and like give me another, I like having a ladder match at WrestleMania. I like having the Hardys in ladder matches. It all works for me.
And it could very well be.
Yeah,
you could see the Hardys, Usos, and maybe New Day.
Enzo and Cass.
Oh, man, that would be great, wouldn't it?
I mean, that would be cool. But
speaking of Enzo, did you see he's in some hot water?
I only know the King Kong Bundy thing.
Yeah, the tweet that he put out.
That was the best. Do you want to tell people?
Yeah, let me pop it up real quick because
I have shared it on the. I bet you the viewers have seen it because I shared it in the post to post Facebook.
Did you? Yeah, he said the epitome of pro wrestling. I recall going to 2 shows at Madison Square Garden with my grandparents, and my grandma loved him, hyped up the whole ride in. She said there was plenty of wrestlers who risked it all that night, but he never forgot the guy with the green tongue who ate the turnbuckle. R.I.P. King Kong Bundy.
King Kong the Animal Bundy.
That's right.
Do you have the visual too? He put a picture of George Steele and.
Oh, did he? I didn't see that. I didn't see the visual.
Have you ever seen wrestling in the Garden?
I've been to the Garden. I saw a Hall of Fame in the Garden, but I've never seen wrestling.
Oh, you never seen a match at the Garden?
No.
Interesting. So, did you go for WrestleMania? What was it?
29?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the main event of that one? That was
Cena for the title.
1 or 2?
2.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I saw a house show at the Garden one time because I spent the summer of 2004 in New York. And I remember the main event. This was right after Benoit won the title at WrestleMania.
Okay.
And in the main event, he tapped out Triple H to the Crippler crossface. I went by myself. I had no friends in New York because I was only there for a summer. I was interning for the Stern Show and Maury Povich, and I had no money because I was paying to intern there. They don't pay you for an internship in radio.
Right.
And I asked my mom, I told my mom, I pled my case. I said, Mom, this is the WWE's, like, it's like their home.
Yeah.
It's like, this is legendary ground. They're coming, whatever day this is. Could you buy me a ticket? I would love to go. Just one. I only need one.
Yeah.
And I went by myself and sat and watched Chris Benoit tap out Triple H.
And you got it's the Garden. If they're coming, you got to go.
That's what I said. That's what I told my mom, and she was nice enough to just, I think it was like probably in the neighborhood of $45 and meant a lot to me.
Worth it. Totally worth it.
If you're watching, Mom, thank you. Anything else okay, so I feel like the only other thing worth talking about, besides the quality of that U.S. title match, would be Charlotte and Becky, which I didn't think added a whole lot new to their angle.
Well, now, before that, you did have the Brian Owens, or not Brian, but what is his name? Rowan Owens match, and Mustafa Ali returned.
That's right. Okay. Boy, poor guy. I feel so bad for him. Because he really went out at the wrong time.
Yeah.
This Kofi Kingston spot was supposed to be his.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just crazy what this timing situation was. I mean, hopefully he'll get another shot at it. But man, heading into WrestleMania, that timing sucks. If you're unfamiliar with this story, Mustafa Ali had like a small injury.
Yeah.
But he was booked to go through that 50-minute match or spend that hour-long match the way Kofi Kingston was supposedly booked in that match.
Yeah.
So it's going to be Mustafa Ali who went the distance and then lost at the very end. And then he was going to be at Hell in the Cell. I'm sorry, Elimination Chamber.
Yeah.
And then he was going to be probably the guy at Fastlane against Daniel Bryan. And something small happens, couldn't get cleared, and Kofi Kingston had what Kofi Kingston has now. And
it could lead to a WrestleMania match, which I hope for.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, gosh, I don't know. Now, what do you do with Mustafa Ali?
I don't know.
You threw him in the picture.
I don't know.
Are they going to have a gauntlet match at WrestleMania now?
I don't know where he's going to fit into all this. And I still, like, if you told me to say, what do I think WrestleMania matches are going to look like? It is so hard. The only one I feel confident about is Brock and Seth Rollins.
And Triple H and Batista.
Okay, Triple H and Batista. I forgot about that one. Sure. But like, even with the women's championship, I don't know if it's going to be a 2-way or a 3-way.
You don't? If they don't put Becky in.
Well, I was actually talking about Becky and Rousey. I think I'll save it for the predictions episode.
Okay.
But Becky, I think, is safe. Charlotte's the one I'm up in the air about.
See, really?
Yeah, but I still think it's going to be a 3-way.
I think it probably will be. And I'm hoping, as far as the women's match goes, I hope you get Asuka and Ember Moon. I think that would be
How do we make that happen?
Ember Moon's been off TV for a little bit. She returns, goes after Asuka.
But she's a Raw star. Although women anymore are just like, women can play both sides of the fence.
Women are on both sides now. Look at Charlotte and Becky.
They swing from both sides of the plate. It's
exactly.
Crazy. Guys can't do it.
No. It's completely sexist.
So what, is there anything else you think that's worth mentioning? We didn't really talk. Was there the content of the promo at the end was really just kind of what the spin in their wheels.
Yeah. But I did notice something. I don't know if you noticed it. It looks like Charlotte got her mole removed from right here.
Oh, I'm going to have to look for that.
Yeah, because I noticed it on Raw.
You're being nice calling that a mole and not a planet.
Well, yeah.
That's a big mole.
But it looks like she got it taken care of.
If they removed it, they stuffed it down in her implants. because those things have got... Every time I look, I'm like, what's happening?
They just keep getting bigger and bigger.
It doesn't stop, Travis. It doesn't stop.
It is what it is. I mean, she's her daddy's daughter.
She sure is. Is there anything else we need to talk about, do you think, or is that about good?
I think that about covers it until the predictions.
I think so too. So we will talk of predictions tomorrow?
Yes.
Awesome. I love predictions episodes. I think you always have a good take on stuff that's going to happen. Plus, maybe we'll have some shape for WrestleMania coming up too. Who knows?
We can only hope.
We need something.
Yeah, it's coming up soon.
All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Tomorrow, our predictions episode for Fastlane. What's going to happen? I don't know. Travis has a guy. He may know. He knows things I don't know.
He might know.
That's coming up tomorrow right here on Post to Post. Thanks so much for watching.